We are at the Darlington Raceway for the 13th race of Season 2 of the SCRL Grand National Series. The number 41 of Christian Vargas leading us through the green flag. Starting beside him is the 34 of Owen Carvon. Rest the starting lineup for today's race. All 42 drivers are here for the inaugural Southern 500, the first ever race here to be held at the Darlington Raceway. The first ever 500-mile event, in theory. This race will be 40 laps around this 1.37-mile egg-shaped oval, of course, legendary in NASCAR. This race, Myron Fielder, who is starting all the way back in the 35th position, enters this race with a 180-point lead over Jeremy Eichel. Eichel is starting in the 14th spot. Now, this race is very important because the race will pay out to the winner 1,250 points. And all 42 drivers entering this race are within the 1,250 point range. So anybody can still win this championship by winning here today at Darlington, which goes to prove how important this race is. If you win, you will automatically become the points leader, and more than likely, you will become the Season 2 champion, depending on where you finish in the last final races. And now, for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. I also want to point out for the record that only the top 14 drivers will receive points in this race. So if you finish 15th on down, you will not receive points. That's just how the early days of NASCAR handled out their point system. So we'll have to see what happens here at the inaugural Darlington race. Christian Vargas, who actually enters this race with only 2 points scored this season. Vargas, running a part-time schedule, enters this race with only 2 points to his name. If he wins, he can leave as the points leader. Pull the belts tight. One more time, we are racing 40 laps here at the legendary Darlington Raceway. Christian Vargas leads us to green. Off towards turn number 1. Into turn number 2, Sebastian Torres moves into the second place, our defending champion. Off turn number 2. Battle for 4th place as Nick Kennedy goes around Chavez Mitchell. 23 scrapes the wall just a little bit. Sebastian Torres trying to get a run off the final turn. But lead him off. Oh, we got a caution already. Looks like the 3 of Chris Henry. Whoa, the 97. Brett Davison is in the wall. And lead him off the turn number 4. Lead number 41 of Christian Vargas. Well, that did not take long at all. We'll take a look and see what brought out the first caution of the day. Here's the cause of caution. Chris Henry, our winner at Monroe County, racing with the number 25 of Mike White. The 2 cars make contact coming off turn number 2. Chris Henry spins out just a little bit, comes down the track, hits Marcus Sasachi. And Chris Henry is going to go for a spin. He gets hit from behind by the number 22 of Sage Griffin. Then also gets hit by the 98 of Myron Fielder, our points leader, who's running a special paint scheme for this race. So that's what happens to Chris Henry. Goes for a little spin, but then we go further up ahead. The number 97 of Brett Davison. Let's see what happens to him. Racing with the number 22 of Sage Griffin. And the 88 of Brian Fields. Looks like Brett's just going to slide up the track into the 22. Whoa, he actually goes inside him for some reason. Then inside the guardrail and hard impact by the 97. Not sure why he ghosted through the 88, but that's just what happens. And yeah, that's the cause of caution. And we also got the 91 coming on pit road for some reason. That's A.J. Jones. Looks like A.J. has a coolant leak damage. Huh. So that's the call of the caution. 97 is in the fence. We will take you to our first commercial break of today's race.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, a 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, 9 great flavors, the drink you love. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
For the very best drink you ever made.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid,
Be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
You can give your youngsters a lot of pleasure with Kool-Aid. You know it's pure and good. It has the Parents Magazine seal. And it's so thrifty. A 5-cent package makes 2 full quarts. Just add Kool-Aid to water with ice. Add some sugar and stir.
for the very best drink you ever made.
Be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
And we are back. No one is out of the race. The 97 is still 3 laps down. Kristen Vargas is our race leader. Second is Sebastian Torres. Third is Owen Carvon. Fourth is Chavez Mitchell. Fifth is Nick Kennedy. Sixth is Michael Brown. Seventh is Brian Fox. Eighth is Patrick White. Ninth, Randy Mayhew. And 10th is Omar Gutierrez. So despite going into the fence, the 97 is still in this race as the team is trying to repair the damage from that 97 car. Christian Vargas looking to defend his race lead over the defending champion, Sebastian Torres, who is still winless in his Cup Series career despite being the Season 1 champion. Pace car has pulled in. And we are back racing here at Darlington. No passing before you get to the start-finish line. Now you can. There's Sebastian Torres on the inside line. Trying to get around Christian Vargas. Here we go, side by side. Oh, Vargas is in the wall. And he can't get off of it. As the 15, Joe Jefferson, was also in the wall. Way too aggressive for these drivers. As Sebastian Torres picks up the race lead. And we got a caution as we got our first official lead change. Sebastian Torres leads them to the caution flag. Well, it looks like the 100 of Marcus DeSanchi, the 2 of Tyler Mills, the 11 Bob Joseph. Whoa. We got a car upside down. That was the 19, I believe. Yes, it was. Justin Appleby. Well, under caution again. Sebastian Torres is our race leader. So the cause of the caution started all the way back in turn number 2 when Joe Jefferson goes wide in turn 2. He smacks the guardrail. And he's going to slow up Jeremy Eichel, who came in here second in points, 180 behind Myron Fielder. So that's Joe in the wall. We're going to fast forward a little bit into turn number 3. And this is when all the chaos breaks out. You got cars slowing up. Chase Miller in the 44 gets hit from behind by the 20 of Kalen Coney, right up in front of Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who goes for a flip, as well as a 24. Nathan Ordman almost goes for a flip because he comes back down. Fitzwater gets hit. He slides on his roof as the 42, the 65, the 25, the 9, the 100, and the 2 all get involved. Fitzwater's going to slide on his roof just a little bit, and he's going to flip back over. He's going to land on all 4. Nope, he's going to flip again. Before Fitzwater's going to land back on all 4 wheels this time. But we go further up ahead. As you see, the 19 is Justin Appleby. He also flips. Let's see. He avoids this crash, but he gets hit by the 44 Chase Miller. The 2 cars are going to lock fenders, it seems. Yep, right there, and Justin Appleby going to slide up the track, hits it almost head on, and flips over onto his roof. So we have 2 flips in this race. This will take a while to clean up. We will take you to our second commercial break of today's race.
Once upon a time there was an engineer.
Choo-choo Charlie was his name, we hear.
He had an engine and he sure had fun. He used good and plenty candy to make his train run.
Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell. Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Don't know any other candy that I love so well.
And we are back. The 65 and the 59 are all out of the race. Sebastian Torres is our race leader. Second is Chavez Mitchell. Third is Nick Kennedy. Fourth is Christian Vargas. Fifth is Owen Carvon. Sixth is Randy Mayhew. Seventh is Brian Fox. Eighth is Josh McClellan. Ninth is Michael Brown. And 10th is Jeremy Eichel. See the 19th, Justin Appleby, who just flipped. He is still in this race, but he is one lap down. Sebastian Torres looking for the best restart of his career, and we are back to racing here at Darlington. 30 laps to go. Off into turn number 1. Into turn number 2. Now you see the 44 car, Chase Miller, getting back out on track. Oh, let's stack these cars up. And are we going to be able to make it? Cars swerving, trying to get around the slow car. The 87 is in the wall. Whoa, we got another. The 36 is blowing up. Whoa, we got another crash. The 34, the 38, the 44, and they all just start stacking in. Oh my God. Yeah, that was pretty bad. And we did not take the caution flag, so these cars need to get out of the way before our leaders get here. It looks like they will off the final turn. It'll be Sebastian Torres leading them to the caution flag. As you see, the 100, Marcus Sasachi destroyed. Horrible luck for these drivers. Well, Sebastian Torres is our race leader. So here's the cause of caution. The 36 of Byron Bell racing with the 34 of Owen Carvon. The two cars are going to make the slightest of contact right there, and it just destroys the 36 car, so he's done for the day. The 34 slides up the track, and this is just going to start causing a chain reaction. As you see, the 43, Christopher Russell, nowhere to go, just destroys the back end of the 34 car, and you see the 92, Winnie Calhoun getting involved, the 48, Jay Jefferson, the 38, the 12, the 26, the 88, the 11, the 22, the 10, the 3, the 91, the 42, the 100, and you see the 11, Bob Joseph, goes up and over, but lands back on all four wheels, and we just got the complete track is blocked. What else can you say? This is pure chaos here in the first ever Southern 500. The red flag is out to clean up the mess here in turn number 4. We will take you to yet another commercial break. Just when we thought things couldn't get any more weirder as we're riding under caution, check this out. The number 44 of Chase Miller slides up the track, and he's going to get stuck into the wall. Now, as bad as that is, check this out. The number 6 of Nick Kennedy, driving the fabulous Hudson Hornet. Well, it's not very fabulous today, because check out what's going to happen to him. Unfortunately, running in the 3rd position. As these cars do, they slide up the track just a little bit into the 88. And it just destroys the 88 and the 6. Look at the height the 88 gets. Brian Fox gets damage as well. The 19, the 64. Once again, chaos is breaking out here at Darlington. Horrible luck for Nick Kennedy and the 88 car. Now we'll take you back to the restart.
North, south, east, west, no matter where you go, you'll find the folks at a DeSoto Plymouth dealers, the men on the sales floor, the servicemen, the girls in the office, all try to be fair, courteous, and helpful to you, whether you're interested in a new car or just a simple repair job. That's why it will pay you to drive in wherever you see these two great names linked together. DeSoto, Plymouth.
And we are back. The 6, the 88, the 36, the 48, the 43, the 100, the 38, the 34, the 9, and the 91 are all out of the race. Sebastian Torres is our race leader. Second is Chavez Mitchell. Third is Randy Mayhew. Fourth is Brian Fox. Fifth is Patrick White. Sixth is Omar Gutierrez. Seventh is Christian Vargas. Eighth is Josh McClellan. Ninth is Michael Brown. And 10th is Winnie Calhoun. So much chaos here at Darlington. And we are not even halfway yet here at Darlington. You see the 89, as you see the 3, the 97 are still on pit road, trying to repair their cars, but I don't think they're going to be able to get back out on track. And we are back to racing here at Darlington. Sebastian Torres, he wants to clear lap traffic. Like he will, as well as Chavez Mitchell, as well as the 64 car of Randy Mayhew. But here comes the 11 on the inside line. Bob Joseph, but the 64 car is in the wall. Oh, he hits Brian Fox. But they're able to continue on. More cars scraping against the wall. As cars are stacking up, some going to pit road. As Sebastian Torres pulls away from Chavez Mitchell. That's a complete lap number 18. We are not even halfway yet. And almost half the field is already out of the race. And whoa, we got the 44 car. Chase Mitchell and Brian Fox have crashed. Whoa, and the 10 and the 20 and the 98 gets damaged. Yeah, this old Darlington is brutal on these cars. Off the final turn, Sebastian Torres will lead what's left of the field, including the 23 of Chavez Mitchell. As once we get this race restarted, we will be finally past the halfway mark. Sebastian Torres, once again, is our race leader. So here's the cause of caution. You see Brian Fox running on the high line up against the wall. You see Chase Miller on the inside line coming to pit road. Brian Fox is slowing down the 24 of Nathan Ordman. Let's see what happens here. Looks like looks like Ordman got tired of waiting behind. Brian Fox gives him a little bump. Fox comes down the track, and Randy Mayhew, not going to give up the spot, spins out Brian Fox as Chase Miller just destroys the front end of his car back there. This race has just been a crash fest. So if you like crashes, I mean, we haven't had that many this season, so we're getting them here at Darlington. Chase Miller, it's been a horrible season for him. He finished last in the first ever race at Daytona Beach this season in his Cup debut. He was running in the 28th position here at Darlington, trying to come to pit road to repair that car. And plain and simple, he just misjudges pit road and just head on right into pit road wall. Huge mistake by that rookie driver. Well, we'll clean this mess up here on the front stretch. We'll take you to yet another commercial break.
Your baby growing heavier in your arms. What a wonderful feeling. Like the good warm feeling that comes with happier meal times. The beech nut feeling. Because beech nut caters to your baby's taste, he eats better, gets more nourishment. For example, beech nut oatmeal is made to mix easily, stays smooth, taste better. To make sure your baby likes the taste, over 2,000 babies test Beech-Nut baby foods. Beech-Nut takes this extra care in all its wide variety of baby foods, juices, strain foods, junior foods. Your baby likes the taste of Beech-Nut better, eats better. With better nutrition, your baby's healthier, you're happier. That's the Beech-Nut feeling, the good warm feeling that comes with happier mealtimes. For better nutrition, Beech-Nut caters to your baby's taste.
And we are back. 16 laps to go here at Darlington. No one else is out of the race. Sebastian Torres is our race leader as we got another problem. on the track somewhere because the caution just came back out for whatever reason. But Sebastian Torres is our race leader. Second is Chavez Mitchell. Third is Omar Gutierrez. Fourth is Christian Vargas. Fifth is Johnson McClellan. Sixth is Michael Brown. Seventh is Winnie Calhoun. Eighth is Nathan Ortman. Ninth is Patrick White. And 10th is Mike White. So it looks like we will get this race restarted in another lap because we had to extend it for some reason. No one had spun out or anything. You see Tyler Mills is heading to pit road. The 89, Austin Hiller, is technically out of the race, as well as the 97 and the 3. So those cars are done. Another wild and crazy race here at Darlington. This is the early version of Darlington. That's why these cars are a little bit wilder than the older versions. Plus, this track is so hard to pass at due to the tight turns and hardly any space. So Sebastian Torres, who has basically dominated this race, looking to hold off the field for his first ever Cup Series win. I mentioned before, Sebastian Torres is the defending and reigning Cup Series champion, but he has never visited Victory Lane. Trying to turn that around today here at Darlington Raceway. Pace car has pulled in. We'll get this race restarted with 15 laps to go. And there's the green flag. We're back to racing here at Darlington. Sebastian Torres easily clears the lap traffic of the 26 car, Billy Kidd, but Torres is in the wall. Torres, our leader. But he maintains his race lead as the 26 and the 21 get their laps back. Torres made one mistake, but he's able to maintain his race lead. Oh, but he's in the wall again. Oh, he scrapes the wall. Hard impact on the right side of the car. But he's maintaining his lead. Here comes Christian Vargas. Christian Vargas, who comes in here last in points. Oh, Torres is in the wall again. Torres, the dominator. Horrible luck, but Christian Vargas, I mentioned before, he came in here last in points. He needs the win. As the 60 car and the 16 are having slight problems as Torres is trying to regain. Oh, Vargas is in the wall again. And he hits the wall. Well, Vargas will lead a lap. Here comes our Daytona winner, Johnson McClellan. He's looking to sweep the big races. And Vargas is in the wall again. He's going to slow up the 60 car. And Johnson McClellan moves into the race lead. Well, we knew coming into this race it'd be a wild and crazy one, and we knew that the fabulous Hudson Hornet would lead this race, but it's not the one we were thinking of. Johnson McClellan leads here at Darlington with 12 laps to go. He opened his SCRL career with a win in his first ever start at the Daytona Beach Road Course. It has been a dismal season since then, but Johnson McClellan takes the lead when Christian Vargas gets into the wall, as well as Sebastian Torres. Can he survive for 11 more laps? Sebastian Torres trying to close. Oh! Chavez Mitchell is in the wall now. Here comes Sebastian Torres back. Sebastian moves into second place once again. Does he have enough time? Oh, caution is out. The 24, Nathan Ortman, has crashed. That is the worst thing that Johnson McClellan would want, because when we're going to restart lap down traffic will not be in the way, and Sebastian Torres will be right behind Justin McClellan. As well, the 2 is in the wall. Oh, now we will have lap traffic. Can Sebastian get around the 2, though? Yes, he will. Off the final turn. Justin McClellan leads us to the caution flag, and oh boy, this is going to be fun. But we're going to take a look and see what happened to Nathan Ordman. Here's the cause of caution. Nathan Ordman running in the 12th position. Looks like contact between the 19 and the 92. And let's see what happens here. Looks like they're just stacking up just a little bit. And, well, the 64, Randy Mayhew, nowhere to go, just runs right into the back of Nathan Ordman. Ordman just gets spun out, and here comes the 20 car, nails him right in the passenger door. Caitlin Coney. And there's our points leader, Myron Fielder, just barely getting by in 16th position. And that's the cause of caution. Well, we will take you to possibly our final commercial break.
It looks like somebody's been doing some shopping. And that means somebody's been doing a lot of walking and getting more and more worn out. Because by the time a woman assembles a complete spring wardrobe, she's generally covered a lot of floor space in a lot of stores. So it's little wonder that smart shoppers everywhere take time out to pause and refresh. And where else but in the fountain where they serve ice-cold Coca-Cola? Almost everyone appreciates the best, and the bright tang of Coke is always welcome after a busy day of shopping. The bracing sparkle and the bit of quick energy you get in Coke makes it the perfect refreshment every time. It gives you a bright little lift. It brings you back so refreshed so quickly. What the song says is really true.
There are times every day as you work or you play when a pause would be welcome to you. And it's then that you find a bright thought in your mind that only a Coke will do. 50 million times a day, at home, at work, or on the way, there's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
Yes, for a bright taste and a bracing sparkle, for perfect refreshment every time, there's nothing like ice-cold Coca-Cola.
There's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
And we are back. We are going to get this race restarted with 5 laps to go. We have 18 cars still on the lead lap. Johnson McClellan is our race leader. 2nd is Sebastian Torres. 3rd is Omar Gutierrez. 4th is Michael Brown. 5th is Chavez Mitchell. 6th is Patrick White. 7th is Christian Vargas. 8th is Doug Hart. 9th is Winnie Calhoun. And 10th is Mike White. So if we have another caution, that might end the race. So Johnson McClellan, who won at Daytona, looking to win yet again here at Darlington in the first ever race held at this track. Sebastian Torres, the defending champion, looking for his first ever win in this series. Omar Gutierrez looking for his first ever win in this entire league. So many things that happen over the next 5 laps. Johnson McClellan leaves us to green. You already see a car making the move. That's Michael Brown. Trying to go for 3rd. Looks like he will. Can he get around Sebastian Torres? Sebastian in the wall. Gonna go 3 wide for 2nd. Nope. They back off. Sebastian with a good run in turn number 3 and 4. Does he have enough time? If a caution comes out, this race will be over. Off turn number 4. Can Sebastian close in on Johnson McClellan? 4 laps to go. The lead is 6,000ths of a second. Sebastian needs the 1 car to make a mistake, because I don't think Sebastian will be able to catch him. Johnson goes a little bit wide in turn 2. We got a car scraping the wall. That's the number 60, Omar Gutierrez. Here comes the 92 of Winnie Calhoun, making the move on the 60 car. Back up front, You see the 55 is scraping the wall. That's all right. Oh, no. Johnston is scraping the wall. That's going to allow Torres to close in. Here he goes. Can he beat him to the line? No, he does not. But Sebastian should have the preferred line. Well, nope. Johnston is fighting back on the outside. But Sebastian with a good run off turn number 2. Sebastian reclaims the lead with 2.5 laps to go. But Johnston, here we go. Slide job. Sebastian's in the wall now. Nope, he reclaims the race lead. What a power move by Sebastian. Off the final turn. 2 laps to go. If a caution comes out, this race will be over. Sebastian looking for his first ever Cup win. Johnson looking to win for the 2nd time this season in a big paying event. Sebastian goes way wide in turn 2. He needs to keep it off the wall, and he does. Christian Vargas is back up to 3rd. Remember, Vargas is last in points, so he needs this win to keep his championship hopes alive. And to turn number 3. And in turn number 4, Johnson tried all he can to close back up to Sebastian Torres. Off the final turn. White flag, 1 lap to go for Sebastian Torres. Can he make it back? Into turn number 1. Into turn number 2, nice and easy. He has 1 second to play with. Off turn number 2. Down the backstretch for the number 16 car. He entered this season as the defending champion. He had never won a single race in 9 previous starts. But in the chaotic Darlington race here today, off the final turn, Sebastian Torres is going to hang on and win the inaugural Southern 500. He wins here at Darlington. What a race that was, and what a historic win by Sebastian Torres, winning the first ever Southern 500. Here are your race results. Sebastian Torres wins the inaugural Southern 500 for his first ever SCRL Cup Series win. 2nd, Johnson McClellan. 3rd, Patrick White. 4th, Christian Vargas. 5th, Chavez Mitchell. 6th, Michael Brown. 7th, Doug Hart. 8th, Randy Mayhew. 9th, Omar Gutierrez. And 10th was Sarge Griffin. We had 17 drivers finish race on the lead lap. Myron Fielder, our points leader, finished outside the top 14, so Myron Fielder will gain no points for this race. So anybody from 15th on down scores no points, as everybody out was due to crash, as well as Chris Henry, Austin Hiller, and finishing last in this race was Brett Davison. Well, that is it here for Darlington for the first ever race held at this track. What a race that was, full of crashes, wrecks, and a first-time winner. We will take the victory lane for the first time in his SCRL career with the number 16 of Sebastian Torres. Here are the point standings after the 13th race of the season at the wild and chaotic Southern 500 at Darlington. Sebastian Torres with the win is our brand new points leader. He gained 6 spots. He has a 269-point lead over Johnson McClellan, who finishes 2nd. 3rd, Patrick White, 864 points behind. 4th is Randy Mayhew, 915 points behind. And Myron Fielder, who entered Darlington with a 180-point lead over Jeremy Eichel, lost 4 positions and points, and he falls all the way back to 973 points behind. Once again, Darlington has the most highest points you can gain in a race this season. And boy, did Sebastian Torres cash in on that race. Rest of the point standings are on the screen, as you can see. That is it for round number 13 at the Darlington Raceway. We'll next see you for round number 14 at the Langhorne Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.